Hey everyone, Peter from Giordano's Gift and Garden here, and today I want to give you guys one tip on how to prevent weeds from creeping into your garden. Weeds are most prevalent and annoying when there is exposed soil that gets plenty of sunlight and water. One way to prevent weeds naturally is to provide ground cover, or if you're in a garden bed, having border plants that go right up to the edge that will branch out, grow, spread, especially horizontally, and that will prevent the sunlight from reaching those weed seeds and allowing them to germinate. So by planting these specific types of plants, you get to enjoy a full, rich, denser garden, and you also get to have less weeds, so it's really a win-win. And today I want to share with you guys 3 options on ground cover or border plants, depending on the sunlight of your specific condition. I'm going to have 1 full sun, 1 part sun, and 1 shade, so you can decide which is best for your garden. So the first option is a full sun option, and that is the Catmint or Nepeta. This one is called the Little Trudy. So you can see the blooms here. So this is a full sun perennial. And like most Nepeta, Little Trudy here is quite aromatic, a very sweet scent. And it is also a very long bloomer. This will bloom from spring through fall to the first frost. Now, unlike most Nepeta, Little Trudy is a dwarf variety. It will not get taller than a foot. It'll spread laterally about 1.5 or 2 feet, so much wider than it is tall. And also it will spread a little bit more quickly than your average Nepeta. So this is a perfect option if you have a front row available in your sunbed that you're getting tired of weeding. Because it's so low, this is a perfect plant to put in the front row of a bed. It won't become too tall and add shade to the back of the bed, and it will really do a great job at preventing weeds in your sunbed. So consider the Nepeta Little Trudy for your sunbed. Up next, for part sun, we have here the Gaultheria procumens, also known as the Wintergreen. This particular variety is called the berry Cascade. So you see here glossy foliage, very dense. It'll be hard for weeds to grow through this. It is also evergreen, so it will maintain its leaves through the winter. And unlike other ground cover, the wintergreen here, the berry Cascade, will bloom in the spring, white flowers, and then as you can see here, the berries are already starting to come out a little bit. By the time the fall hits, these berries will become red-orange and really add a pop of color to your ground cover, and they are also edible. So perfect if you have a part sun bed, a part shade bed, you're looking for some ground cover to prevent weeds from coming in. This will be a perfect option for you. Lastly, if you're looking to keep weeds out of a shade bed or an area in near total shade, definitely consider the Astilbe Pumila. As you can see here, obviously Astilbes are known for their blooms. These will eventually turn a reddish pink. And unlike most Astilbe, the Pumila version here can handle wet or dry shade. So it does give you a little bit more versatility than your average Astilbe. Most Astilbes require moist soil. They're very thirsty. This version of the Astilbe can take wet or dry conditions as long as it's in the shade. This is also another dwarf variety, perfect for the front of a bed or for mass plantings as a ground cover. And lastly, this one will spread a little bit quicker and grow a little bit quicker than most other Astilbe. So if you're having a hard time with certain weeds in the shade, after weeding your bed, definitely consider planting a few Astilbe Pumilas to keep the weeds away.